Good afternoon guys and welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a budget garage update, showing you some cabinets I've just bought off Facebook Marketplace, showing you a couple of things that I would love to get you guys opinions on of what we should do around the garage. And just before we get started, don't forget to smash that like button, and if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button. It would really help me out in a massive way. So last week I was on Marketplace, as I always am, trying to look for good deals either for the Jeep, for the house, for the garage, just trying to find a good deal in general. And Facebook Marketplace is a great way to try and find bargains. Saves you try and buy stuff brand new, something that someone else has bought, don't use anymore, try and get yourself a deal. So this guy had this cabinet up here, he bought it, he said just over a month ago, and he bought it for 150 bucks, brand new. And I checked it on Bunnings. He bought this from Bunnings. Absolutely love Bunnings. If you've been watching my videos, you know I buy so much stuff from Bunnings. So much stuff on the Jeep is actually from Bunnings itself. So he bought this brand new about a month ago for 150 bucks. I saw it up there and he had it for 50 bucks, and I wasn't going to pay 50 bucks, I was happy paying 50, and he dropped it down to 30. Then I took him down to 20, so 20 bucks for this. Now unfortunately it didn't come with a top, but I've got a top that I made for another project sitting over there, so I'm going to cut that down and it's going to be a perfect top. I'm going to drill some holes in there and actually fasten it down. So as you can see, this cabinet's rated to 400 kilos, so it's pretty sturdy. What I might do when I put the top on it, I will probably go buy second-hand vise. A vise is going to come in so handy, especially building stuff on the Jeep, and actually mount a vise to it. I will be making a little shelving system over there, storage unit, stuff like that, and incorporating this into it. So this is going to just sit here for the time being, and bolt that top down. So as I was saying, I'm going to bolt it through these supports here. I've already drilled a hole kind of just to mock it up, but it's a nice lockable shelf, well cabinet, sorry. It's a nice lockable cabinet. I think you can put another shelf in there if you want. I just kind of want it as a base. I'm just going to use this as storage for oils and a couple of Jeep parts. I'm going to store my Jeep parts in there, service equipment, stuff like that, just to get it out of the shelf, because it's fully open down here, because it's completely underneath the house. So when there's storms like there is at the moment, everything gets wet, it gets dirty, it gets dusty. So the more storage I've got that's lockable, I can get it out, it doesn't get dirty, it doesn't get ruined, stuff like that. I can keep my Jeep parts, if I save them or bought them second hand, I can keep them safe, lock it up if I need to, and stuff like that. So 20 bucks, the guy bought it brand new for 150, which I probably would have paid 150 bucks for it. It's a nice textured finish, and this actually fit perfectly in the back of the Jeep. I got them to send me dimensions and stuff like that, but we managed to fold down the back seats. I had to push the front seats all the way forward, and I was like all cramped up driving home down the motorway. It probably looked stupid, but anyway, managed to fit that in the back of the Jeep. So not too bad. Let me know what you guys reckon. I think it's a pretty good buy for 20 bucks. Wow. It needs to be stiffened up. I don't know what the guy did with it, but the shelf was loose, so I just had to put a few more bolts and stuff in there. These are a little bit loose, but for 20 bucks it's a pretty good damn shelving unit. I would have been happy paying a brand new price, 150 bucks. But that's the sort of thing that Facebook is great for, especially Marketplace or Gumtree, stuff like Craigslist, wherever you may live. It's a great way to find good bargains instead of buying brand new stuff. I'll just chuck this top on. So that's the top there. I can probably cut it down, have it sitting a bit more flush, but as it sits now, it's pretty good. I don't mind it sitting over on one side. As I said before, I'll probably get a vise and bolt it to that. That's why I got that piece of hardwood, or not hardwood, it's just cheap boarding I had for my last job. So I'll probably bolt it through there, and also screw it down like I said before, and actually bolt it into those brackets itself so they can't actually move anywhere at all. I put another piece of wood down there, just to give a bit more bracing. But for 20 bucks, I reckon it's a pretty good buy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Anything you guys have bought that is a great buy that you've found either on Facebook, Craigslist, Gumtree, whatever the marketplace is closest to your place. Let me know the best buys you've found. I love finding stuff like this, especially second hand. I don't mind buying brand new, but I've got to really need it and want it. I didn't really need this. It's just going to make the garage look a lot tidier, keep things safer, out of dirt, out of dust, stuff like that. But with buying stuff second hand like this, especially for a cheap price like 20 bucks, or even 50 bucks, would have been happy with that. But even for 20 bucks, you can make it your own. Buying brand new stuff, you don't really want to cut it up, drill into it, because it kind of seems like a waste of money. But with second hand stuff, you can put any top you want on it. It doesn't have to be the one it comes with. I suppose you could do that with brand new. But for 20 bucks, you can cut it up, you can add stuff to it, you don't mind drilling into it, you don't actually mind wrecking it, because you know you're going to lose a hell of a lot of value. Nobody's probably going to pay you less than 20 bucks for a unit like that. So that's why I love buying second hand stuff. You can make it your own, and you don't feel bad about cutting it up. You can add your personal touch to it as well. So it's not a massive unit. I think it's 1,000 by 850 by 450, something like that. It just fits perfect in the back of the Jeep there. So my idea is, I've got this spare space here where I've just had storage. I had my old axle there, which I'll show you in a second, which I'd love to get your opinion on what I should do with it. Should I cut it up and make it into a table? I've got these chairs here that I can just sit down and look out and have a cold beer or something like that. I had these old tyres sitting here and had that top I actually had over there. Made that for the tabletop. Just had the old tyres as the base. It worked quite well, but I wouldn't mind making something pretty cool out of the old axle. It's just a Dana 30 that I've got sitting over there. I pulled all the gears and stuff out of it. I've got the gears sitting there as spares just in case something goes wrong with my ones. But if you guys got any ideas that you've done with old axles, stuff around the garage, or should I just dump it? It's bent, can't really fix it unless someone out there wants it. If you want it, come pick it up, do what you want with it, brace it up, build it, whatever you want. But if you want it, come and get it. If not, please let me know in the comments what you would do with it. Build it, fix it, make it into a table, garden ornament, shower. I was going to give it to my barber Justin and have it in his shop, which I still hope he might take it because they actually look pretty cool as a talking point. Have a plank of wood across the back. Anyway, so originally I had this set up just as a spare workbench sort of table. I've got the gears there from the old Dana 30. So that new cabinet's going to probably sit in the centre here. I might build some shelving on either side of it just for some more storage of that new unit. So I think that'll look pretty good. It's a nice DIY idea because at the moment I'm using shelving over there that I want to change and get set up, and I'm also using this $15 so I bought this one from Bunnings as well, and it's worked really well. I fastened it to the actual table other workbench I'd made, and these little shelving units from Bunnings, $15, has worked really well. So this other one I've built, I actually built this one out of doors. If it works, it works. So these are all made out of 35 40mm doors, and then used the original unit from our bathroom to make this storage unit here. So I just bolted everything together, screwed it together, made some shelves for storage, and it works well. I mean, I'd love to go out there and spend $30,000 on a fully kitted out garage, but it works perfect. I wouldn't mind changing up a bit, getting some more tools, a proper workbench, proper tool chest and stuff like that. Man, that stuff would be awesome. But as a budget garage goes, it's not too bad. So all the tools here, this is pretty much all the tools I have. I've changed axles and hopefully do a motor build or something in the future, but that's enough. It's enough to work on your Jeep. You don't need lots, it's just enough to work on the Jeep, get you out on the trails and stuff like that. So you don't actually need a lot. So pretty much just an update on the garage, and showing you the new cabinet I bought. I reckon it's a great little cabinet for 20 bucks. But if you guys got any ideas what else I can do to this, I'd love to hear it. Stuff I can do with the axle would be awesome. Or other storage ideas you guys have done in your garages on a budget. Simple storage that just helps out. So that's pretty much it today. So it's not a build video or an update video. Well, so it's not a build video. It's just one of those times I'm waiting for parts to arrive, finding out stuff to build, stuff like that. So I do apologise, it's not very entertaining, but it's a great little shelf. I like it. So if you guys got anything to add, please leave in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Sure.